Vice President Kamala Harris stepping up to the plate for her boss today after President Biden canceled a full-day schedule for a root canal. The vice president claiming she knows the value of sports during College Athlete Day at the White House. Listen.
Tens of millions of children start playing a sport as a child. Only the best of the best become a national champion, and that is you all. And I know it wasn't easy. You made tremendous sacrifices, training through injuries, birthdays, vacations, and even a pandemic. You are leaders. You are role models. And of course, you are champions.
New polling shows that 69% of Americans say that transgender athletes should only play on teams that match their birth gender. And only 26% say they should be allowed to play on teams matching their gender identity.
Polling shows Americans support women's sports, but the White House, not so much.
Here now, former Connecticut track and field athlete Selina Soule and her attorney Christiana Kiefer. Ladies, thanks for joining us. Let's first go to you, Selina. Here we see 69% of Americans think that you should play on sports that match your birth gender. But it seems like all these sports teams across the country and even parents and athletes aren't speaking up to push back on this crazy policy, letting men say they're women and compete in women's sports.
Science and common sense tells us that men and women have great physiological differences.
Yes.
And that's why we've had women's sports in the first place. And that's why Title IX was enacted 50 years ago. And it's devastating that we are being forced onto the sidelines in our own event, and that there's some out there that are too afraid to speak up. And I just want to encourage everybody to use their voice and ask for fairness to be restored to not only my sport of track and field, but all female sports.
Listening to Kamala Harris talk to those athletes and say, I know it wasn't easy. Well, in the days and years ahead, if they get their way, it will be impossible, Christiana, for girl athletes to compete and win if they're forced to compete against biological males. And Christiana, you have done more to help female girl athletes compete and win than the vice president ever has.
Well, you're exactly right. I mean, males have an inherent physical advantage over female athletes that makes it really unfair to force girls to compete against them. In fact, we watched in the state of Connecticut as just 2 biological males completely reshaped girls' track and field in high school. They won 15 women's state championship titles between just the 2 of them. So if we want a future where girls like Selena and millions of young women across the country can continue to be on the podium, showcase their talents, earn those college scholarship opportunities, then we have to protect the integrity of women's sports.
So, Selena, when you stand up, are you getting some hate and pushback and harassment from other people your age or just in your community that say, listen, you're wrong, we should let men compete in your sports?
I've never gotten a negative comment in person. Everything in person has been messages of love and support. I have gotten a few nasty comments on social media, but I don't pay attention to those people that just hide behind a keyboard. I focus on all the messages of love and support from not only my community, but from across the world.
But so there are more famous professional female athletes standing up and speaking out. I point to Martina Navratilova. You might not agree with her politics. She believes there should be an open category for transgender athletes, but she believes women should compete solely against biological women, period. And at every turn, she is very vocal about that.
And she's correct on that. Women's sports need to be preserved as women's sports. Every single time that I raced against the 2 biological males, they would beat me out by 20+ meters. I was never close a single one of those dozen times I raced against them to beating them, and it's just not fair. And that's why Title IX was enacted, and that's why we have women's sports as opposed to men's sports.
So, Christiana, is there a pathway through the legal system, through the courts, that can bring more equality? If legislators won't do it, is this an issue for the courts to actually address?
Yes, and there are a number of cases currently working their way through the court system. And as Selena mentioned, I mean, Title IX was enacted nearly 50 years ago to ensure that girls like Selena have a fair and level playing field. But I also want to point out that state lawmakers are also stepping up to the plate, and 22 states have now passed laws to protect women's sports. So it's been incredible to see this groundswell of support for protecting female athletes.
Thank you both, Selena Soule and Christiana Kiefer. Great to see you both. We'll see you again soon.
Keep up the fight. Good work.